Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie and I love sharing tips on how to save time and money. Well, the last few days have been really hard on my family because our little Emily has been going through such a bad cold. She had a fever, a really high one for 4 days, and the doctor is having us really keep an eye on her because we're hoping that she gets better and this doesn't turn into pneumonia. So it's actually hard for me to say it without getting emotional. So I wanted to show you what I'm making for dinner tonight because I want to try to boost up her immune system. And I thought if any one of you are going through the flu or bronchitis or anything that's going around recently, or you just want to make a hearty and healthy meal for you and your family, I wanted to show you how I'm going to, tonight, I'm going to roast a chicken, and in the broth of the chicken underneath it, I'm going to put some potatoes and onions and carrots. And then tonight before we go to bed, I'm going to take the scraps from that chicken and I'm going to put it in the crock pot to make chicken broth so that tomorrow I can make some chicken soup. So again, taking ingredients and stretching them into another meal. So let me show you how I do it, and I hope that everyone is happy and healthy and not going through this right now. I have a 4.5 pound chicken. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of thyme, 2 tablespoons of rosemary, and 2 tablespoons of dried parsley, along with 3 tablespoons of room temperature unsalted butter. After I put all the ingredients in a bowl, I wash and pat dry the chicken and put it on the rack. Now I take this butter and herb mixture and I rub it not only on the outside of the chicken on both sides, but I also put it inside the skin as well. And as you can tell, I tore the skin a little bit when I was putting on the mixture. I'm going as fast as possible because we are so exhausted. I have 6 potatoes, a bag of carrots, 4 onions, and a lemon. I peeled and quartered the onions, and I cut the potatoes into large wedges so that they don't burn when they're under the chicken. As I prep the carrots and onions, I'm going to put the scraps in my veggie scrap bag, and I'm going to cut the carrots into large chunks. I quartered 1 lemon and 1 onion, and I place it inside the chicken, and using cooking twine, I tie the legs together. To the roasting pan with the vegetables, I add 1 cup of water and 1 cup of chicken broth or chicken stock, whatever you have on hand, along with some salt and pepper. I cooked it at 350 degrees, and for every pound, it's supposed to be in the oven for 20 minutes. So I rounded it off to 5 pounds and cooked it for 1 hour and 40 minutes, and it came out amazing, and those vegetables are even better in that yummy broth. And afterwards, my husband told me that I must be so exhausted because I actually cooked the chicken breast side down. We really are. We're so tired. But it didn't even matter because it came out so good. Once I put the chicken in the oven, I took advantage of the time and took 2 spaghetti squashes and cut them in half, put in some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then put them cup side down on the cookie sheet so that they would roast. And then along with that, I also cut up 4 sweet potatoes and did the exact same thing. Just a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, gave it a good mix, and put them on the cookie sheet, and everything cooked at the same time. So not only did I save energy because I didn't have to restart the oven or change the cooking time, but I also took advantage of time, and now I've got vegetables to last for days. Hi guys, good morning. So I took the scraps from the chicken and had it cooking in the crock pot all night, and the house smells so good right now. I'm gonna make some coffee and I'm gonna show you how to prepare everything for the chicken soup. So let me show you. Doesn't this broth look amazing? And my manicure as well. Can you tell that Emily's been homesick? Each nail is a different rainbow color. Once the chicken broth cooled, I separated the chicken and the broth. For this recipe, I'm using 5 celery stalks, 4 carrots, 4 cloves of garlic, and 1 red onion. I peeled and cut the carrots and the onions, as well as the garlic and the celery, And I take my veggie scraps and I put them in my veggie scrap bag, which I keep in the freezer. And if you haven't seen my videos on how to save money on groceries by using your freezer, I'll link it in the card above and the description box down below. Now I'm going to take my Dutch oven and under medium-high heat add about 1/4 cup of avocado oil. First you saute the onions. Next you add in the celery. About 2 minutes later, once the onions are translucent, you can add in the garlic. Now stir everything together for about 2 minutes to make sure that everything gets cooked through and that the garlic doesn't burn. Now that the veggies look soft and tender, it's time to add the carrots. Now I add in 2 tablespoons of Italian seasonings. Now I add 4 cups of the chicken stock that I made earlier. And last but certainly not least, I add in all the shredded chicken. Now bring everything up to a boil and then put the lid on the pot and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And look how great it comes out. It was so delicious and my family went crazy for it. And there you go. I saved time because half the meal was already prepared ahead of time. I saved money because I took the ingredients from one meal and turned it into something else. And although it's not an original concept or took too much creativity on my part, it still is something so healthy for my family, and there is nothing more delicious than a roasted chicken or a bowl of chicken soup. Now, of course, you can either add some brown rice to it and make chicken and rice or add some pasta, but I just wanted it to be quick and easy so that we can get her immune system boosted up and hopefully kick this cold as fast as possible. So I'm sorry that I'm not more perky. It's been a really bad couple of days here. But I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, please click the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and to click on that bell. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.